Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol
हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय श्रील
Jai
प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु
Jai
महाराज की जय श्रीमद्
Jai
भागवतम की जय
Jai
ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज श्री
Hare
गुरुनाथ
Krishna
कृष्ण प्रभु की जय सर्वोत्तम माता
Hare
की जय
Krishna Jai
हरे कृष्णा धन्यवाद प्रणाम प्रभु
Hare
जी
Krishna Prabhuji Pranam
Krishna. Master Prabhu, we have finished till 19, no? 20 we have to start, I think.
20
20.
19
Yes,
complete.
Mataji. 20 only has to start, Mataji.
Yes. So, Prabhuji, 20 onwards, Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji.
20, Mataji. 20, not 21.
20 start, 19
Yeah,
complete.
20.
Yes,
Before told
Mataji.
21. 20 we have to start.
No,
20.
Mataji. 20. We have to start 20.
20,
Yeah, that's what
19 complete.
Prabhuji.
Okay.
That's what we are telling. 20 onwards we
Hare
have to start.
Hare Krishna.
So, anyone wants to recite this verse 20?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I will recite, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare
Guruji,
Krishna.
Magnajan Prayer you will do, Guruji?
After reading, we'll receive Mataji. So
Oh, okay.
after this one,
Okay.
yeah.
Srimad Bhagavatam 8th Canto, chapter 16, sloka number 20. Upatistasva Purusham Bhagavantam Janardanam Sarvabhuta Gruhavasam Vasudevam Jagadgurum Upatistasva Purusham Bhagavantam Janardanam Sarvabhuta Gruhavasam Vasudevam Jagadgurum. Translation. My dear Aditi, engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of everything, who can subdue everyone's enemies, and who sits within everyone's heart. Only that Supreme Person, Krishna or Vasudeva, can bestow all auspicious benedictions upon everyone, for he is the spiritual master of the universe. Translation once again. My dear Aditi, engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of everything, who can subdue everyone's enemies, and who sits within everyone's heart. Only that Supreme Person, Krishna or Vasudeva, can bestow all auspicious benedictions upon everyone, for he is the spiritual master of the universe. Purport. With these words, Kashyapa Muni tried to pacify his wife. Aditi made her appeal to her material husband. Of course, that is nice, but actually, a material relative cannot do anything good for anyone. If anything good can be done, it is done by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. Therefore, Kashyapa Muni advised his wife Aditi to begin worshipping Lord Vasudeva, who is situated in everyone's heart. He is the friend of everyone and is known as Janardana because he can kill all enemies. There are three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And above material nature, transcendental to material nature, is another existence, which is called Suddha Sattva. In the material world, the mode of goodness is considered the best. But because of material contamination, even the mode of goodness is sometimes overpowered by the modes of passion and ignorance. But when one transcends the competition between these modes and engages himself in devotional service, he rises above the three modes of material nature. In the transcendental position, one is situated in pure consciousness. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Sabditam. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.3.23. Above material nature is the position called Vasudeva, or freedom from material contamination. Only in that position can one pursue the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. Thus, the Vasudeva condition fulfills a
Vasudeva.
spiritual
Vasudeva.
Vasudeva condition fulfills a spiritual necessity. Vasudeva sarvam iti samatma sudurlabha. When one realizes Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he becomes most exalted. Paramatma, Vasudeva, is situated in everyone's heart. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogantam ye mamam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted and who worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hruddesya Arjuna Tishtati. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita 18.61. Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhrudam Sarvabhutanam Gnatva Mam Santi Mruchati. The sage who knows me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. Bhagavad Gita 5.29. Whenever one is perplexed, let him take shelter of the lotus feet of Vasudeva Krishna, who will give the devotee intelligence to help him surpass all difficulties and return home back to Godhead. Kashyapa Muni advised his wife to seek shelter at the lotus feet of Vasudeva Krishna, so that all her problems would be very easily solved. Thus, Kashyapa Muni was an ideal spiritual master. He was not so foolish that he could present himself as an exalted personality, as good as God. He was actually a bona fide guru because he advised his wife to seek shelter at the lotus feet of Vasudeva, one who trains his subordinate or disciple to worship Vasudeva is the truly bona fide spiritual master. The word Jagat Guru is very important in this regard. Kashyapa Muni did not falsely declare himself to be Jagat Guru, although he actually as Jagat Guru because he advocated the cause of Vasudeva. Actually, Vasudeva is Jagat Guru, as clearly stated here. Vasudevam Jagat Guru, one who teaches the instructions of Vasudeva. Bhagavad Gita is as good as Vasudevam Jagat Guru. But when one who does not teach this instruction as it is declares himself Jagat Guru, he simply cheats the public. Krishna is Jagat Guru, and one who teaches the instructions of Krishna as it is on behalf of Krishna may be accepted as Jagat Guru. One who manufactures his own theories cannot be accepted. He becomes Jagat Guru falsely. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry for the
Thank
mistake,
you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. No
Hare
problem.
Krishna.
Vasudeva and Vasudeva, two.
Yeah. I always
Line
get confused on that, Prabhuji.
No problem, Mataji. Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
My humble obeisance to all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. We will recite the Pranam Mantra first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayasha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nandagopakumaraaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganalita Shri Vishakanitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Pattanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachadya Satarane Mugam Karoti Vachalam Pangun Langete Giri Metripada Mande Shri Guru Dina Taranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, welcome all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So, we are continuing the discussion from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, chapter number 16, entitled Executing the Payo-Vrata Process of Worship. Today's verse is verse number 20. And it is very nice coincidence that it is exactly coming on the Vamana Dwadasi, Sri Vamana Dwadasi. Same time we are discussing the context, same context, how Mother Aditi, the mother of all the Devatas, she is worshipping this Payo-Vrata process, especially as recommended by her husband, to get Lord Vishnu itself as her son. And who is Lord Vishnu as her son is none other than Lord Vamanadev, which we celebrated yesterday, Onam celebration, where the Lord tricked Bali Maharaj to offer 3 steps of land, and he taken completely Atmanivedanam. So yesterday we had a very nice celebration also. There is one, we had a class also on the appearance of Lord Vamanadev online, class, and the recording also is there. I will put the recording also if somebody wants to hear. You can hear about the lessons we can learn from Lord Vamanadev. That's very important. Srila Prabhupada is saying, like we all know about Lord Vamanadev, but these are not stories. Prabhupada is saying that every Leela of the Lord, it is having some lessons to be learned, which can be applied in our life. So that is important. The lesson learning from the story is very important. And also, the second benediction we get is, whenever we hear Krishna's Leela, our heart gets purified. Shrunvatam Swakata Krishna, Punya Sharana Kirtanam. So these 2 benefits we get. One is the life lessons, and also our heart get purified. And it is a very nice coincidence where we are celebrating Onam, and the Lord's Vamanadeva avatar is also, we are reading at the same time. That's also a blessing that we are receiving by sincerely attempting to read Srimad Bhagavatam. And but unfortunately, we are missing Sri Kumar Prabhu. I think Prabhuji is not here today. But anyway, we will continue with our discussion, and Prabhuji will share the recording for Prabhuji. And so we'll discuss from today's verse, executing the Payo-Vrata process. So you all know this pretext of this, whatever is happening. The main is a Samudra Mandan Leela, which we discussed a couple of weeks earlier, where we can see that the demons and the devatas are churning to bring out the Amrita, nectar of immortality. And finally, the Lord incarnates as Mohini Murti, very beautiful form. And finally, he gives the nectar to the devatas. And the demons get very angry, especially Bali Maharaj gets very upset because he was in charge of all the demons. He is a great devotee of the Lord because he is coming in the lineage of Prahlad Maharaj. He is a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. So, but still he is upset with the devatas. So he is making a war against the devatas, and the devatas lose the battle. And then they all lose their positions also. And Bali Maharaj conquers all the 3 planetary systems: upper planetary system, middle planetary system, and lower planetary system. So he becomes in charge for all the planets, and he rules them. But one good thing is, Bali Maharaj is not ruling like Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu also conquered 3 planetary systems. By his tapasya, he got boon from Lord Brahma. But he was torturing the Brahmanas, he was stopping the yajnas, and he was killing the cows. But here, Bali Maharaj is not like that. Bali Maharaj is ruling very nicely all the 3 planetary systems. But again, who was the original person who has to be in the Indraloka or the heaven is Indra. But he was thrown away. He was chased away from the post. So they all go and beg to Lord Vishnu through Lord Brahma. So then Lord Vishnu blesses them that very soon I will appear on this earth, and I will actually deliver, like I will give you back your original position. So do not worry. So with that blessings, the devatas actually, they come back, and then we can see that Lord Vamanadev is appearing. And we know that whenever the Lord is appearing, there is some purpose. He does not appear just randomly. So the main mission of Lord Vamanadev is actually when it's appearing through this Mother Aditi only, he is appearing. Okay, so what is the main purpose of Lord Vamanadev? So actually, first mission is to reclaim the heavenly realms. Okay, because the heavenly realms are actually led by Indra, but Bali Maharaj is taken. So the Lord's task was to restore them to rightful position, to maintain the cosmic balance. So first his mission was to reclaim the heavenly realms and hand over back to Indra. And second is to test Bali Maharaj's devotion. So Lord Vamanadev wants to test the devotion of Bali Maharaj. By testing means glorifying. See, today Bali Maharaj is celebrated as a Mahajan. Even though he is born in an Asuric family, he is celebrated as one of the 12 Mahajanas, means great personality in devotion. They are the authorities in Bhakti. All the 12 personalities we know, Dharma, Yamaraj, Bhishma, and so Bali Maharaj is also one of the Mahajans. So that's such an exalted position he has got by the mercy of Lord Vamanadev. So he want to test Bali Maharaj's devotion and glorify him and present the situation so that he will ultimately give this Atma Nivedanam. So we know the example of Atma Nivedanam, Sharanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. And Bali Maharaj is celebrated for Atma Nivedanam, means he is giving everything, body, mind, words, and all property, everything surrendered. He is giving his head itself to Bali Maharaj to step on it. So he's offering that means Atma Nivedanam, complete self-surrender, which Krishna wants actually. Sarvadharman Parityajya, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So he is ready, not ready to, he already offered everything to the Lord when the Lord was asking for the thirst. And the third mission was actually to teach a lesson in humility. Because the Lord can take a very humble form here, as a small dwarf Brahmana. And also we can understand from Bali Maharaj past time, even though Bali Maharaj surrendered everything, the material, whatever he had, but the Lord protected him. Kaunteya Prajanihi Name Bhakta Pranashyati. The Lord protected his devotee because he offered everything to him. The Lord said, I will give you better than Indraloka. And he awarded Sutaloka. So, and he personally became the doorkeeper of Bali Maharaj, so that Bali Maharaj can every day take his blessings and darshan. So, such is the reciprocation of the Lord. So, in that context, we can see Mother Aditi is very disturbed. So, whatever I described is after coming chapters. But now, current situation is Mother Aditi is very disturbed because she is seeing that her sons are suffering. They don't have their position. They lost their position. So she somehow wants to give her children a good life and a good position which they originally had. So for that, she wants to take some vow. And she wants this Lord himself as her son. So here, her husband, Kashyapa Muni is actually offering her advice. That is advice here given, my dear Aditi, engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is advice given. See, such a very proper advice he is giving. Any person who is taking you closer to Krishna, he is considered to be a spiritual master. Guru, we can say Guru. So it may be Siksha Guru or Diksha Guru. So Diksha Guru, one who gives Diksha. And Siksha Guru means who is actually helping you to go closer to Krishna. So anyone maybe. So here we can see how husband very nicely engages Aditi to take closer to Krishna. So he's advising, my dear Aditi, engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of everything, Bhoktara Yajnatapasam, who can subdue everyone's enemies and who sits within everyone's heart. And only that Supreme Person, Krishna or Vasudeva, can bestow all auspicious benedictions upon everyone, for he is the spiritual master of the universe. So that's called Jagat Guru. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. They say Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru means Krishna is the Jagat Guru. So that's what the same verse is saying. Vasudeva Jagat Guru. He is the spiritual master of the entire universe. So here we can see how Kashyapa Muni is trying to pacify his wife. And Aditi made the request to appealing her request actually. But Kashyapa Muni knows if we give some material solution, that will lead to another material problem. The solution is okay, but from that solution, another material problem will come. That is the nature of this world. So we cannot give any material solution to material problems. Albert Einstein also once said that you cannot solve a problem with the same consciousness you created it. That means if you are creating a problem with material consciousness, you cannot solve the same problem with the material consciousness. So you need to have spiritual consciousness to solve material problems. So that's why Prabhupada is writing in the purport, if anything good can be done, it is done by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. So Kashyapa Muni is very well aware of this. So he advised his wife Aditi to begin worshipping Lord Vasudeva. And that process of worshipping the Lord with specific rituals is called as Payo-Vrata. Vrata. So that specific how to follow and everything is given in detail, and that Aditi is recommending to follow. And Prabhupada writes here how the Lord is friend of everyone. So, and is also called Janardana because he can kill all enemies. And Prabhupada also writes about the three modes. This material world is always having three modes. Bhagavad Gita chapter 14 is very clearly explaining about the three modes of material nature: Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. But apart from these three modes, there is a higher platform called as Shuddha Sattva, means pure goodness. Sattva means goodness, Shuddha Sattva means pure goodness. So that is considered to be the best in the material world. Because in the material world, even goodness is good, but goodness is also sometimes mixed with passion or ignorance. So it becomes contaminated. That is the nature of this world. So here we can see one who is situated in pure consciousness, Sattvam Visuddham Vasudeva Saptitam, Bhagavatam 4.3.23. Above material nature is a position called Vasudeva, and freedom from material contamination. In that position only one can perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we can understand it's a very high position. So we have to practice, we have to make our sincere attempts, to reach that position. But of course, Prabhupada and the Acharyas, Vaishnavas, they made the process easy by giving us this chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, hearing, reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. This all can help us to go to that state. Gradually, not instantly. We are called as sadhana siddhas. Sadhana siddha means one who will practice the devotional principles and then he will attain siddhi, sadhana siddhi. One more aspect is called kripa siddhi. Kripa siddhi also sometimes Krishna gives to some people. They need not follow any vows or any chanting. Kripa siddhi is coming out of mercy. Like we see that one time they say for Damodar Arati, also one time on mouse, it was taking a ghee lamp, it was taking the ghee wick, just eating, and because of the flame, it started jumping. And Krishna took that as that it is offering the diya to him. So he showered mercy. So like that is Kripa Siddhi. But normally it is not achieved easily. Kripa Siddhi is up to Krishna. See, somebody who is not chanting, who has not read Bhagavatam, Krishna can give liberation. Krishna can give position in Vaikuntha also. It's up to Krishna's decision. And so it is purely Krishna's decision. But if you follow sadhana siddhi, means you are already having a proper eligibility to receive that mercy. That's why the acharyas recommend that kripa siddhi everybody cannot get, but sadhana siddhi is almost confirmed that you will get Krishna's mercy. But still it is freedom of Krishna only. And here you can see Prabhupada refers a famous Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter. Tesham Satada Yuktana Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. So somebody is worshipping Krishna with love, Priti Purvakam, always, Tesham Satata Yuktana. Then Krishna will reciprocate with that devotee. How he will reciprocate? Dadami Buddhi Yogam. I will give him proper buddhi. Not material intelligence, spiritual intelligence. And the spiritual intelligence, in what way it will work out? Yena Mam Upayadite. How to go home, back to Godhead. So Prabhupada mentioned that, back to Godhead is the backbone of our society. And that's a statement he has given. Back to Godhead is the backbone of our society. Our main focus in human form of life is, Prabhupada is mentioning, that the real problem in the material world is to solve the repeated cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. How to solve that? You go back to home, back to Godhead. And how do you go back to home, back to Godhead? By practicing devotional service unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And how do you practice that devotional service to the Lord? He starts from chanting Sevan Mukhihi Jivado Swayam Eva Spratada. You start that service of devotional service to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord by engaging your tongue in chanting the holy name of the Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Sevan Mukhihi Jivado Swayam Eva Spratada. So that is the easiest process in Kali Yuga. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Iva Kevalam. Kalau Nasteva, Gatirannata. So we can see earlier times only the Brahmanas, they were all, very close to the Lord. Earlier, we can say at least Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Even in our times when we are young, we can see who are going to temple, who are, very ritualistic, who are following. But today we can see by the mercy of Prabhupada how he spread the holy name. We can see every nook and corner, people who do not have any qualification. We are seeing that they are following very nicely. We are seeing so many examples around us, around our community, around our places. So many people. They are wonderfully following. How? They are able to follow. Like even if you take our own, like even my case, I don't know what is Bhagavad Gita also. Now today, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, even we are coming up to Srimad Bhagavatam, we are discussing about Krishna, we are discussing about the philosophy of life, we are chanting the holy name. This is all how it is possible. This is by causeless mercy of the Lord. So that is a special benediction in this Kali Yuga. Even though Kali Yuga is fallen, Krishna is very mercifully giving, he is uplifting everybody without any qualification. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy without any qualification. So if you analyze, how many of us have qualification to go to chant Krishna's name? Because Srimad Bhagavatam says that who has already completed all the sacrifices, taken bath in all the holy rivers, they can only chant the holy name of the Lord. So that benediction we have very easily got. Now we are taking shelter of the holy name. So Krishna is giving Dadami Buddhi Yogam. Yenama, how to go back to him. And here also, Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. And also Krishna is also in the translation is there, the verse, that Krishna is present in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Always we say Krishna Paramatma. We don't say any God as Paramatma. We don't say Shiva Paramatma or Skanda Paramatma. No, we don't say. Only for Krishna this is there. Paramatma. Paramatma means one who is sitting along with the Atma, Paramatma. So that Paramatma is referred many times in Bhagavad Gita that the Lord is sitting within the heart of every living entities. Ishvara Sarva Bhutana, Hridesha Arjuna Tishtati, Brahmayam Sarva Bhutana, Yantra Rudani Mayaya. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, 61. And also Krishna is saying, Sarvasya Chaham, Hridi Sannivishto, Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha. I am sitting in everybody's heart. That is also there, 15.15. And also Krishna is saying in 13th chapter also, 13.20, I think. Upadrishta Anumanta Cha, Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara. So everywhere Krishna at least 4 to 5 times he's saying that I am sitting in every living entity in the heart. Not only the human beings, all the Jivatmas. For all the living entities, Krishna is sitting along with the Jivatma, guiding them, recording what they are doing. And if at all we are interested to know about him, then he will guide to a proper bona fide spiritual master. And that is called Chaitya Guru, who is sitting within the heart and he will guide us. Chaitya Guru, Diksha Guru, and Siksha Guru, and Vartamana Pradaksha Guru. 4 kinds of gurus are there. So, Siksha Guru, one who is teaching you about Krishna consciousness. Diksha Guru, one who is connecting you to Krishna. And Chaitya Guru, who is directing your path towards Krishna. And Vardhamana Pradaksha Guru also is actually showing the path to Krishna. And also Prabhupada quotes here the very famous words from 5th chapter, 29 verse. The last verse of chapter 15, 29, 5th verse, chapter. Bhokta Aramajya Tapasam. Bhokta means enjoyer. Yajna and tapas. Krishna enjoys our yajna. Sankirtana yajna we do, and tapas we do. The 4 regulative principles. He is happy with that. And he is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. And he is also Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. He is a well-wisher for every one of us. It's very important to understand God is a well-wisher. But sometimes, when things don't get favorable in our life, we get angry with God. We think that God is not fair with us. Naturally, our psychology, human psychology is like that. If Krishna is giving more and more, definitely we'll be very, very happy. We will give him garland, we will show agarbatti, and we'll be very happy that, by Krishna's blessings, I am receiving more and more. I got promotion, I got increment, my family is good, my children are doing good. So that is good actually. But when sometimes Krishna, if he is taking something, then naturally what happens in our psychology, human weak mind will actually, we become very upset with Krishna. But we should know that he is Suridam, he is doing something for our good. Suridam Sarva. Krishna will never want us to suffer. If he wants us to suffer, then why he is giving Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam? He wants us to be good. That's why he is telling control your mind. and you always be attached to me so that you can be safe. Because his material world is not a good place to call him Shashvatam. So Krishna is telling you, be under my shelter. I will protect you. Kaunteya prajanahi name bhakta pranashyati. I will definitely protect you. Don't worry. And every pastime, every leela, we can see Krishna is protecting his devotees. Here also, Bali Maharaj, after surrendering everything, Bali Maharaj is given a better planet than Indraloka. So apparently, externally, if you see, Bali Maharaj is punished. Krishna is keeping his feet on his head and taken everything from him. Apparently, it looks like that, that he is punishing. And people who do not have the right understanding of scriptures, or they did not read the Acharya's commentaries, they may think that, oh, why Krishna is doing like that? He is giving everything to Krishna, and Krishna is tying with rope and pushing him to Sutala Loka. What is this? But Krishna's reciprocation is much more. We give something to Krishna, Krishna gives everything to us, So here you can see how he Surdam Sarva Bhutanam. So externally, maybe we are facing some difficulties, but Krishna is doing it for our good, actually. So we should always be staunch. We should be among association of devotees. We should not lose our faith. His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj says that if you lose faith, if you lose your wealth, you are losing something. If you lose your health, you are losing something. But if you lose your faith, you lose everything. So that is very important. We should always have faith that Krishna is Surdam. He will always do whatever he will. Apparently, it may be look harsh, or apparently it may look a loss. It may be material loss or something else. But Krishna is doing so that we can go closer to him. So Kuti Maharani also prays, that Krishna, if you like Prabhupada says, Krishna, when he wants, he likes somebody, he will give many things. But if he loves somebody, he will take many things from him. Like Prabhupada become, his whole pharmacy became burnt down. Prabhupada came to middle of the road he was very wealthy, and he came to the middle of the road overnight. So Prabhupada was remembering that, he was saying that somebody Krishna loves. But that's a very higher stage. We need not fear for that. It's very exalted stage to go to that stage. And he will not take everything from everyone. It depends, like someone wants to come closer, he's attached to something, and that prevents him full attention towards Krishna, then Krishna will remove that obstacle. So that's all things we have to remember. This is Krishna's way of working. So here Prabhupada writes here, whenever one is perplexed, most of the time we are perplexed only. We do not know what will happen tomorrow. Whenever one is perplexed, let him take shelter of the lotus feet of Vasudeva. We have to take shelter of Vasudeva. How we will take the shelter of Vasudeva? How it is possible? We have to sincerely chant his holy name. That is the way to take shelter of Vasudeva. Who will give the devotee intelligence? See, how will give intelligence? To help him surpass all difficulties. See, difficulties here include material difficulty also. Not only spiritual difficulty. To help him to surpass all difficulty means including material and spiritual difficulties. And return back to God. So solution is given. Whether we have faith or not is the question. But is there. Very nicely given. Kashyapa Muni advised his wife to seek shelter at the lotus feet of Vasudeva, Krishna, so that all her problems would be very easily solved. Thus, Kashyapa Muni was an ideal spiritual master. He was not so foolish that he would present himself as an exalted personality as good as God. See, Kashyapa Muni did not actually cheat by telling, okay, you just take my shelter. I will guide you. I will solve the problem. No, he shown the right path. That is actually called as a bona fide guru. Here also you can see Bali Maharaj Guru, Sukracharya. He is actually taking Bali Maharaj away from Krishna. He is telling, don't give the promise to Bali Maharaj, Vamanadev, because he is Sakshat Vishnu. But Bali Maharaj rejects his Guru. So it is said that if the Guru is giving instruction which is against Krishna's instruction, then we can have the right to reject the Guru. Only a Guru who helps you to go closer to Krishna is called bona fide Guru. So here we can see his husband, Kashyapa Muni, is becoming a bona fide Guru because he is trying to take his wife closer to Krishna. One who trains his subordinate or disciple to worship Vasudeva is truly bona fide spiritual master. The word Jagat Guru is very important in this regard. Kashyapa Muni did not falsely declare himself as Jagat Guru, although he was actually Jagat Guru because he advocated the cause of Vasudeva. So, Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Vasudeva is Jagat Guru. Is clearly stated here. Vasudeva, Jagat Guru. One who teaches the instruction of Vasudeva, that is instruction of Bhagavad Gita, is as good as Vasudeva, Jagat Guru. But when one does not teach this instruction as it is, declare himself as Jagat Guru. So somebody, they claim that they are Krishna, they are trying to imitate Krishna. So this is actually simply cheating the public. Only Krishna is Jagat Guru and no one else is Jagat Guru. So one who teaches, Prabhupada says, he is not a teacher, he is a cheater. One who teaches the instruction of Krishna as it is. Prabhupada mentioned Bhagavad Gita as it is. On behalf of Krishna, that means becoming an instrument in the hand of Krishna. Nimitta Matra Bhavya Savya Sachin. He may be accepted as Jagat Guru. Like Prabhupada we mentioned as Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So why we are mentioning? Because he repeated what Krishna said. He did not put any of his personal interpretation. When Krishna is saying Manmanabhava Madbhakto, somebody else writing some other meaning. But Prabhupada said Manmanabhava Madbhakto means Madbhakto, become devotee of Krishna. That's what Krishna is saying. Madbhakto, become my devotee. Prabhupada is become Krishna's devotee. Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. When Krishna is saying, Prabhupada is saying, surrender to Krishna. So that is same Krishna's instruction. A bona fide way. On behalf of Krishna, those person may be accepted as Jagat Guru. One who manufactures his own theory cannot be accepted. He becomes Jagat Guru falsely. So this is a very, very instructive verse we can see here. How Kashyapa Muni is actually advising his wife to go closer to Krishna. So, devotees have any questions or comments? It's a big purport actually. Prabhupada has given a very big purport and very self-explanatory, you can say. There's no need for any explanation. But still, whatever, we have our understanding through Prabhupada's purports, we can understand. There is one story also in this regard actually. Not story, it's a real true story. There was one guy called Charles Blondin. So I taken this in the previous class also. I told the same story, Salmia class. But it is interesting to remember, to recollect. So this guy used to walk. He's acrobat. He used to walk in the Niagara Falls. He will put a rope across the Niagara Falls, and he will walk on the rope by balancing, with stick in the hand. He will balance. So he used to tie his eye and he will walk. And sometimes he will take some wheelbarrow. Along with that, he will walk. And sometimes he will put vegetables in that and he will walk. So he was taking his son in the back and he was walking and he crossed and he asked the audience, 25,000 people were assembled to see this in the Niagara Falls. He asked the audience whether, do you believe that I can cross the rope from other side? They all said, yes, we believe you because you did many times, Then he asked, if you believe me, then please come, one person volunteer come, you climb on my shoulder. I will cross from this side to that side safely. But nobody was ready because they did not have that full faith. So faith means what you say that you put in action. That is called faith. Finally, nobody was willing. Finally, his manager was ready. Then he went on his back and then he crossed the rope again from this end to other end. So we all we believe what Krishna says, Prabhupada says, but faith means putting that into action. Putting that into action means, Prabhupada writes here, when one is perplexed, let him take shelter of lotus feet of Vasudeva, who will give the devotee intelligence to help him surpass all difficulties and return back to God. This we believe means we should actually put it in action, means we take shelter of Krishna, take action. So that faith Prabhupada is giving through his purpose. That, if Prabhupada's purpose is not there, we will not have that much faith for Krishna also. We will have some faith, but not that absolute faith, staunch faith. That faith Prabhupada is giving through the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam purpose. He is telling, take complete shelter of Krishna. He will protect you, he will guide you, and also he will take you back to home, back to Godhead. So we will believe, but we have to put complete faith, means we have to live according to the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. Then our life becomes perfect and successful. Hare Krishna. So any questions, any doubts on this verse? The 2-3 minutes more we can discuss today with this only verse
Hare Krishna
today.
Prabhu. Prabhu, Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandar pranams Prabhu.
Prabhuji
Pradam.
explained very well yesterday also. So surrender or Atma Nivedanam is a very
Yes.
difficult process. So also we have to, Prabhuji explained, it is first of all, it is most important is applying in our life. So if something is lost, means we get, we are very happy, but something is taking away Krishna, so that is very more not affordable, right? So how we can get that taste in our life by that mood?
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, very good question. Because as I say, saying is easy, following is difficult. One way which we can develop faith, Prabhu, when we are seeing good, very exalted devotees, Prabhu, we are seeing many good devotees around us, right, Prabhu? And we are seeing that how they are very staunch, how they are serving. So when we see that, like if somebody sees a collector and, from childhood he's saying, I also want to become collector, somebody becomes a doctor, sometimes children see doctor and say, no, I also want to become doctor. So when we see some living examples, that's called book Bhagavata, person Bhagavata. When we see very people who are very dedicated, devoted, then we also will get desire. Okay, I also want to become. We cannot imitate that person definitely, but we will slowly our desire will come. Of course, we are hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, through that also we are getting faith. But when we are seeing people who are actually living this philosophy, then only really we will see. Suppose there was Bhagavatam was there, but Prabhupada was not there. We will not follow. We will not follow. Because Prabhupada was living Bhagavatam, then we get the hope that yes, it is possible. Prabhupada crossed the ocean with 40 rupees in 35 days. If Prabhupada went for America at the age of 35, some wealthy American donated for temple, we will not glorify Prabhupada. Hmm? Like, see, we will not glorify because it is everything easy. It was like a cakewalk. But more Prabhupada struggled, the more we have faith, like on Prabhupada, Prabhupada went like this 40 rupees and 30 days and there was heart attack and he went there 1 year, he was struggling. So then we know this is a person who is living Bhagavatam. The faith is exhibited, the absolute faith in Krishna. Like Prabhupada, when he went there for spreading Krishna consciousness, his typewriter is stolen, his books are stolen, and he's a drug addict is there in the room. And still Prabhupada did not lose hope on Krishna. Prabhupada is still serving Krishna very sincerely, more sincerely. Then we can see, like we can see our Guru Maharaj, in this condition. Anybody, normal material, any person, even a normal material devotee, a normal devotee, you cannot be in that state of Krishna consciousness if he is whatever he is undergoing, if we are undergoing, definitely we will not be in Krishna consciousness. Very difficult. But you see, dialysis, we know all medical people, they know how it is difficult and so much, not only that he has so other health issues also. But every day during dialysis, he is preparing for Bhakti Sarvabhauma test for assessment. He is attending meeting during that time, writing letters, response to his devotees, this one queries. So it is really amazing, actually, amazing. After Prabhupada, we can see our Guru Maharaj, amazing. Two major operations and he's staunch. So this is called person Bhagavata. They are living Bhagavatam. Book Bhagavatam we read, but if unless you see a person Bhagavatam, a living example, we will not get the desire, we will not get that absolute faith. Absolute faith comes when we see persons who are living that instruction. So in that way, if you are remembering them, and we are so many devotees, even around us also, we see many sincere devotees are there. When we are seeing them, then we will have that faith, Prabhu. Then we want to go, that Krishna, how he is protecting them, how he is guiding. And even our own life, he has guided us many times, protected us many times. Sometimes we realize, sometimes we don't realize. Maybe there is a lot of dangers we passed. Sometimes Krishna protected, but we did not realize. But many instances, if you take our own life, Krishna has guided, protected many times. And whatever he will take away also, he will take only little bit of our, if something big has to go, he will take only as a token. That also Brahma prayers are there, no Prabhu. That one famous prayer is there. Tattena Kampanam Sushimichamana. Yeah. So that all those things, even Bali Maharaj's pastime also depicting. Bali Maharaj was stripped away everything, but Bali Maharaj did not get upset. So he thought this is an opportunity, and he bowed, given his head, bowed his head and told, "Oh my Lord, keep your feet on my head." He taken as an opportunity, that adversity as an opportunity. But exalted stage, he's a Mahajana. But they are leaving that instructions. That's why Bhagavatam is there, because Krishna will test us. Krishna will test our devotion, our determination, all those things, small test according to our capability only he will test. Not like big personality like Guru Maharaj and all, he's a different level. But for us, according to how much we can handle, he will test. So that time we have to be very staunch, we have to be very sincere. And then Krishna will be very happy if you are sincere in that. Especially when things are going bad, at that time, if you are sincere to Krishna, Krishna will be happy. Because at good times, it is default. We will be happy with Krishna. There is no question. No, everything he is giving, so we will be happy. But when he is taking, if we are very sincere to him, then Krishna will be very happy. When in English proverb also there, no? A friend in need is a friend indeed. That means how you will know your real friend is the friend who is there with you when you are in adverse situation. That friend is called true friend. So Krishna also see who is a true devotee, not when everything is giving, we are there, but when things are going adverse, that time who is still worshipping Krishna, Krishna, no, this is a real devotee, because I taken many things, but he still, he's having staunch faith upon me. He's trusting me. Then Krishna will reciprocate. Some test, maybe for some time, some days, it may happen. But this life, we have to decide that we have taken the shelter of Krishna. Whatever happens, good or bad, we should not leave his lotus feet. So that one we have to put in our mind very strongly. And we have to pray to Krishna that I should not leave your lotus feet at any time, not only in this lifetime, at any more lifetimes. We do not know we are going to be liberated or not, but any lifetime we take here, we should always be staunch in taking shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam. Krishna.
Yes, brother. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Pranam Prabhuji. And about this Vamana Avatar, no, Prabhuji, I heard in one class that this Krishna is, whenever devotees are in bad association, like Uttama Bhaktas, they are facing some bad association, Krishna will take away that. Because Bali Maharaj is a great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but his associates were, even Sukracharya also was taking him away from the God, Supreme, and also all other asuras. So Krishna can't tolerate that. So Krishna will take away that association.
Very true, Mother.
Yeah, and
100% true. 100% true.
Yes, Prabhuji. And
even in our life also, this will happen if you are sincere.
Yes, Prabhuji. So many places we are experiencing that also.
Not only bad association, unwanted association also.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
Unwanted association also.
And even after Atmanivedana also, because within 2 steps he took everything away, and after that even he was a great example of Atmanivedana. He gave everything, surrender everything to lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then also he is actually chastising with he tied up with that Varuna Pasha, and he was chastising very badly, and that
but
also
internally actually he was very happy.
Very
was very happy by seeing the determination.
Yes, but
externally he was showing that kind of arresting as per the protocol. As per the protocol.
Yes,
when somebody will not fulfill their promise properly, then these things has to be done for external things. But the way the Bali Maharaj reciprocated, he was, Lord Vamanadev felt very happy, and Prahlad Maharaj also very happy by seeing his grandson. That he's exhibiting that Atmanivedana.
Yeah, that and also to show this devotee's tolerance. Even Krishna, like a Shastra is also, Krishna is glorifying his devotee also. That time also, he will, devotees are always tolerant. Because Bali Maharaj, after giving everything, as Prabhuji said, if Krishna gives something like some job, there's some promotion or something, finance, everything, we will praise and we are ready to. And here, even he took away everything. That time also he was with the same tolerating capacity. He was like a praise. Yeah. So how much my devotee is tolerant and grateful, that actually
he want to show to the world.
Show to the world, actually. That also. Yes, and also this Kripa Siddhi told, no, Prabhu, Mahabali actually was not a sadhana siddha, no, Prabhu. because of Prahlada
Mahabali,
Maharaja.
no, Mataji, he was already a great devotee, no? He was already a great devotee because he is coming
But
from Prahlad Maharaj lineage. So he's
yeah,
already
but
considered to
also
be
he
a
was
great
having
devotee.
little proud, no, Prabhuji, proudy, because he can
That proud only he removed by taking that, keeping the feet on his lotus feet on his head.
and
He was
also
having
says that
proud, yeah.
Mahabali, Mahabali
Yes,
was
he
not a
was.
sadhana siddha. Because of Prahlada Maharaja's kripa, he
Mm.
got, and also spiritual master. Because before this 2-3 days before, no, 1 week before, when we read, he lost his life also. And Kripa
Mm.
Acharya, sorry,
Then, by
Shukracharya
his
with Mrita
blessings he
Sanjeevani
regained.
Mantra.
Yeah,
Mrita
correct. He regained.
Sanjeevani Mantra, he brought him back to life. So because of that spiritual master's mercy towards him, he was very much he was ready to please. But that also spiritual master's mercy is there, means we can even he conquered this 3 world also, like a heavenly planet also. And
Yes,
that also with spiritual master's mercy is very much, if we want to progress in materially also, and also spiritually, we need to
yeah, to
serve
get the
our
blessings
spiritual
of the
master.
spiritual
Yeah,
master.
blessings
Yes,
of, yes, Prabhuji.
very, very true, Mataji. So these things are very wonderful instructions. I know our life is full of challenges and ups and down. It is not flat. No, sometimes today is up, tomorrow is down. Tomorrow may be more down also. We do not know. So we have to be steady in our Krishna consciousness. That's how this Bhagavatam will help us. Constantly reading, associating with devotees. We will not lose that hope or faith. That way Bhagavatam will help us. So I think that is very beautiful, and Prabhupada also mentioned same in the purport. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for your inputs also. Hare Krishna.
No, this is not from my input, Prabhuji. This, I think, this Gaurangadarshan Prabhuji or other Prabhujis, this regarding
Yeah,
one
whatever,
of the
whoever
class
given,
I
but you are
had.
remembering, no? Remembering, that is very important. Remembering and you are telling that.
Yes,
That is
only
very
because
nice.
of these great personalities class lecture only.
Yeah, yeah.
And also
Thank
your
you,
class, whatever you are taking Saturday, we are very much blessed. Whenever you are there, because we are getting so many points. That points we are actually keeping it in our mind. So it's
Correct. Thank
that's
you,
what we
Mataji.
are
Only
waiting
I
for
pray that
Saturday.
I should follow all those things. Not only
Yeah,
speak, but
that
should
everybody
follow.
Prabhuji, because
Yeah,
Maya
yeah.
Devi
That
is
is a
there.
challenge.
Yes,
That is a
Prabhuji,
challenge.
yes,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you,
Thank you
Mataji.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, any other questions or comments? Hare Krishna. So, if there are no further questions or comments, so we'd like to thank all the devotees for giving your valuable time in for this Nityam Bhagavata Sevya, and we will thank everyone by take and pray for everyone's spiritual progress by taking the shelter of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarabhascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय, उत्तरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जाय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय, नित्य गौर सीतानंद प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि.
हरि हरि हरि
हरे
बोल.
कृष्णा. Thank you all. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare
देवगुण
Krishna.
कृष्णदास की जय.